what you saw today on the field from your team and the competitive nature of it?
Yeah, that's always kind of the dreaded practice, I think. You're worried about them being a little bit out of shape, being a little rusty, and it was. But I thought they competed. I thought when we went the team period versus the defense, guys were into it, enthusiastic, and both sides made some plays.
Is there one position group that you're looking at to be more competitive than maybe another?
You know, anxious to see the D-line group. We lost some veteran guys in that group. We have some very young, talented guys, a couple transfer guys, and so that's a group that I'm keeping my eye on.
Who are some guys that have stood out at receiver? How's Cameron look?
He's done well. You know, he's slid into that H where Jakeem got the majority of the reps last year, and very smart player, very smart student, knows the game, getting better and better. So made a bunch of big plays first few practices, so it's been good to see.
What's that kind of been like between him and Daquan and kind of how they're battling back and forth for that spot?
It's been good. Been a good competition. We moved Kiki inside there as well, so we got three guys that can really run, do things in space. You know, Jakeem's hard to replace a talent like that, but all three of those guys are very quick, agile, smart, good football players.
What about Jett running some of the second-team reps?
Yeah, I like what I've seen. He stepped in there. He's a very confident young man. We install quite a bit day to day, so some of that runs together a little bit. But as far as just going out there, seeing what he sees, making a decision and spinning it, he can do that.
Where's Nick Schumann been? I haven't noticed him here in the early part of it.
Yeah, he banged up his hand, and so we'll see when we can get him back out. We've just been trying to get him in some walkthroughs and things like that at this point. So,
When did that happen?
prior to spring break.
We also noticed Bethel and Willie's were not out there. What's their status?
Yeah, Willie's same deal. Willie's was out there. He just didn't go on the team session. Same deal. He's got a little thing with his hand, and then Nigel is focusing on academics this semester. So.
He's not practicing at all?
Not right now. Not right now. He's going to focus on academics, and we'll take it from there.
Did he any before spring break?
Were you not out there, Don?
I was.
I guess you're slipping, man.
You're,
I guess you're slipping. You have to rewind the film, man.
You're right.
You have to rewind the film.
Could you talk about Patrick and how he's throwing the ball? I mean, obviously he's your starting quarterback now, so what's been his spring like?
Really good. Really good. I think the offseason was great for him. Never had one before. Really, Coach Witt pushed him. You know, we worked a bunch of stuff mentally. His footwork's better. His release is better. I think he's going to take the next step and be a much better player, which is scary.
What's Jonathan Giles' progress been like?
It's been good, particularly with Ian. Not practicing a ton. You know, he's getting a ton of those reps for the ones. Last year was his first year playing wide receiver, progressed really well towards the end, and it's picked up, made a bunch of plays. Yeah, it'll be a great battle, I think, in fall camp when we get Ian back to see who's going to be the lead guy at that position.
Has the biggest thing on offense this spring so far been that you have a ton of guys, whether you start or not, that play a lot of football kind of no matter where you're at kind of on offense all throughout the roster?
Yeah, there is. A lot of guys who had a lot of success. You look at an offense that scored 45 points a game last year, so that's what they expect, and they expect to do more next year, and that's encouraging. So lost some talented players, but a lot of these young guys we've been waiting on to get their opportunity. They've been waiting on it and have done a good job so far.
Who's been getting the most reps with next to Go as the other tackle spot?
Broderick Washington and Andre Pipkin have been getting a ton of reps inside there.
What have you seen from Washington so far?
Good. He's a tough kid, you know, Longview kid, plays hard. He was an offensive lineman more so in high school, so still learning the nuances, but he brings it every day and has that mean streak you want, D lineman.
I guess between Andre and then Colin Hill, who's your other transfer, how have those guys kind of handled it now that they're kind of really in the mix now?
They're good. They're knocking some rust off, but both are big physical bodies. I mean, big-time NFL-type bodies, which is a help. And I think once they get back in the routine of actually playing real defense and not just scout team, they can be a real force.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but Charlie Strong had some strong comments today in front of the faculty. He said that they were going to steamroll everybody. Would you ever address the faculty like that?
He said that?
Yeah.
It's not April Fool's yet, is it?
No.
He cut it loose. Yeah, I didn't see that. I would not make those statements, but hey, to each his own.
That it?